Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Man here. Hope you're doing well. And today is the 30th anniversary of Braveheart. That's right. It was all this time, May 24th, 1995, that Braveheart came out and completely changed the game as one of the more manly movies of all time. You're not a man unless you've seen Braveheart. And this movie is not on your list as one of your favorite movies of all time. You are not a man. I think someone put out like the manliest movies. Braveheart was on there. Gladiator was on there. I love Gladiator, so I'm a man. And then there were a few others. But Braveheart and Gladiator were the two major ones. And I didn't see Braveheart until probably a good 5 years after it originally came out. I remember seeing it in, I want to say either 4th or 5th grade. My elementary school had their sock cup, if you will, in the spring. We dressed up like 50s. Like greasers, and the girls wear those little skirts, I forget what they're called, like in the movie Grease, and they do hula hoops and whatever. But anyway, after that, I went back home. My uncle was in town, and he's like, hey, let's put on Braveheart. Braveheart? What is Braveheart? And we watched it, even though it was like a 3-hour movie. I was like, oh my god, this movie's way too long. But yeah, I remember I was like in 4th or 5th grade, so I didn't appreciate the movie at the time. And then as I got older and got smarter, less dumb, I ended up appreciating this movie. I mean, this is a classic. There is no doubt about this movie. This is one of those movies that, like I said, if you're a man, you watch Braveheart. You haven't watched Braveheart, you can't call yourself a man. Well, I guess in this day and age, that is more true than it should be. Wow. When we look at our political climate nowadays, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people who haven't seen Braveheart in this day and age, and the generation that's coming up. Yeah, I'm sure of it. Never mind. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the movie. Mel Gibson, I mean, when you look at what Mel Gibson was able to pull off with this movie, not only starring in the movie, but also being the director of the movie, it is a feat beyond anything. He's not only great as William Wallace. I mean, he brings that emotion, he brings that romance in the beginning, that charm of his. But then once the shit goes down, he is a bloody badass. He takes no prisoners. He is, he gives some of the best speeches ever in film. It is just a tour de force performance, which I am shocked he didn't win Best Actor that year. I mean, it is really, he didn't win Best Actor. What? But he did go on to win Best Director for the movie, and the movie went on to win Best Picture. And also, people, you gotta remember, this is May. May. It's gonna be May. The movie came out in May, and the Oscars were not till the next year, probably February of 1996 or whatever. Now, between Braveheart and Gladiator, both movies that came out in May, went on to win Best Picture their following years. The following year. May! Which means, if you actually have a good fucking movie that should stand the test of time to when the Oscars come, your movie, if it's good enough, should be rewarded. And battles and battles and battles. At the time, and even still today, 30 years later, some of the best battles ever shot on film are in Braveheart. Yes, you can also argue Gladiator, like that opening battle in Gladiator. But Braveheart, the big battle in the middle of the movie on the field, I forget the name of the field, is still with no CGI, no green screen, all real, all practical, all those extras, men in costumes, wardrobe, on that field, with all those horses, real motherfucking horses, is still in the choreograph, and to shoot that thing, and once again, you have the director, who's also the actor in the movie, pulling both duties, is still a feat beyond belief. It is a scene that is studied over and over again. When it comes to other movies, when they try to figure out the battle sequences, how they're going to shoot it, how they're going to everything. You know, even like the Two Towers, that battle in the Two Towers. I'm sure Peter Jackson went back and watched Braveheart, say, how are we going to do this battle? How are we going to do this battle at Helm's Deep? How are we going to do this battle in Return of the King? Brendan Gleeson, Amish. I mean, Brendan Gleeson is great in the movie. I should have remembered the rock. You must have made an impression. I didn't think you were in the tent for that long. He has such great chemistry with Mel Gibson. He comes up with these he has the great one-liners. He's charming, he's funny. And I'm surprised that Brendan Gleeson and Mel Gibson haven't worked together since. Humor. Even for such a heavy movie with a lot of people dying, you know, sad moments, there's a lot of humor in this movie. Some of the best quotes in this movie are hilarious. Steven is my name. My island. Your island. Yes, it's mine. My island. Just answer the fucking question. The Almighty said He can get me out of this mess. But you're fucked. I mean, that has to be one of the best lines in any movie. I mean, I didn't like him anyway. He wasn't right in the head. That is one of me, and the part that the name is Steven, for me, that gives me that says everything. He wasn't right in the head. Yeah, I know another Steven that isn't right in the head. But my family can't admit that. I mean, it just works. It works on so many levels. You have no idea. For a serious quote, every man dies, but not every man really lives. I mean, and then of course, the main one of this whole movie, freedom! And this movie has great quotes, cinematography, like the battle sequences, even some of the other like landscape shots, or you know, portfolio shots, you know. I mean, the Ireland, the mountains, the scenery. I mean, there's just some great shots in this movie. Silhouette shots. I mean, close-up shots. I mean, it's just, and then like they get the shots during the battle, all the blood and gore. It just, and of course, there is no way you can watch this movie and the score, the music in this movie is truly a character of its own self. I love Gladiator, and Gladiator has great music, but I would argue with anybody that if you took the music out of Braveheart, all the music, this movie would be it would not feel like the same movie. Like people say that about Psycho. You take the score out of Psycho, it's a completely different movie. And I know this, because when I was in college, we watched Psycho, a version with the music, and a version without the music. And oh my god. Oh my god. Or Jaws. You watch Jaws with that music. You watch the movie without that music. Oh, completely different movie. And that's how I feel about Braveheart. You take the music out of Braveheart, you are taking a complete character out of the movie. The point that I kick myself more and more every time I watch this movie and say, you stupid son of a bitch. You made fucking highlight films back in high school. And you never thought about putting the music from Braveheart, at least one of the composition pieces from Braveheart, into your movie? I mean, yeah, you had bagpipes in the opening of the lacrosse video, but that was from Lord of the Rings. You stupid motherfucker. Never thought to put the music from Braveheart, the bagpipes from Braveheart, into your football movie? I mean, hey, dumbass. You know that opening of the football video when the fucking football players are coming down the hill and they're about to go through the banner and it opens up in color and on the rows you got the fucking people with their little horns blowing. They like to blow apparently. You should have had the fucking Braveheart bagpipes in that moment. And then continue with the Braveheart music as they're running down the field. You remember, I didn't get smart until I went to college. That's where I got A's. You see what I'm saying? Or I've always said, why didn't you do the ending of Braveheart? When they were running at the camera, you know, at the last scene of the movie, and that force swells up as they're running down the field, and it's in slow motion, and they throw the sword, and it lands in the field, standing up, straight up. You could have had all the football players at Milton High School, and have the seniors in the front, running at the camera, even on an offshoot, and then play that music as the final scene in the movie with the Braveheart music in slow-mo, and have someone throw the football, or just have the football in the foreground on one of the kicker teams up as the football team is running at you. I look at myself now and go, you're a dumbass! The movie's 3 hours long. It's 3 minutes shy of 3 hours, and you never feel it. This movie has a great pace. It gives you the character moments. It gives you the battles. It gives you the humor. It gives you everything. It tells a complete story without ever feeling like anything is rushed. 3 hours of perfection. But yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Braveheart? It is still one of the best movies of all time. It is still one of Mel Gibson's best films he's ever made. Some might even argue The Passion of the Christ, and that would be also a great argument. But let me know in the comments below, are you a fan of Braveheart? And yes, you, I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you paint your face blue? You see, I was going to, but Party City, where I live, has went out of business, and I didn't know where else to get face paint. I used to put face paint on my face back in middle school when we had our field days. Put whatever color our grade was, One year it was blue, and yes, I did the whole Braveheart thing. So I couldn't get face paint. I would have, but I didn't. I'm sorry. Maybe next time, maybe when we have the 35th anniversary, I'll do the face paint. But let me know in the comments below, are you a fan of Braveheart? Is this one of your favorite movies of all time? Are you a man? And if you're not a man, you need to be and watch Braveheart. Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and remember, freedom!